Hey, what's happening, guys? Dan Dyro here with another options and play video update. So the biggest upcoming catalyst, stock-wise, that I see is probably going to be Tesla deliveries, which are due out, um, or should be due out over this coming weekend. It's usually around like the second or third of the month, which would put it on either Saturday or Sunday of this week. Um, Now, Tesla deliveries, they're always important. The stock has recently been a pretty big mover on its delivery number day, especially this year. And I mean, I feel like this coming this coming weekend, which will be like the trading week, will be next week. I don't see why it couldn't be a mover again. It seems like there's like enough going on, and like the stock is really searching for direction where this delivery number could really set the tone, meaning like, poor number, bad reaction, could see a little bit of like a breakdown. And this is on the daily chart, and I'll show you what's even more interesting on the weekly. But so bad numbers, poor reaction, could get a breakdown through like this like last 2 month like wedge or pennant that's formed. And then if you have a surprisingly good number, and I say surprisingly because I feel like expectations have really started to come down based off of like Elon's comments, um, that maybe you get like kind of like a more of like a sharper rebound. And if it can really start to push through like the top of like this 2 month downtrend, there certainly could be some room higher. And that to me is really going to be like kind of like a gauge of sentiment. Because I mean, a lot of people view Tesla as kind of like a barometer of risk, right? Like when people are really more risk on, Tesla has been known to go on some of these really crazy rallies, fueled by a lot of like option buying. But now lately the stock has been more risk off, and as we get closer to earnings, it's like, okay, if the numbers aren't spectacular from Tesla and it can still rally, well, that might be kind of like a sign as we head into earnings that, okay, maybe like bad news is close to being priced in on some of these stocks, right? Because there's been a lot of like caution around this upcoming earnings season that the numbers could be too high, companies might be warning. Well, Tesla's maybe like the first to go, right? Because there's been a lot of like caution around deliveries. There's been comments from Elon that are really trying to take down expectations. So if the numbers aren't spectacular and the stock rallies, well, that might be a decent sign as we approach July like reporting period. All right. Going to like a weekly chart. This is why I think it's kind of interesting as well. Is that you can see that the 50 week, which is the black line, it was a really important level until it broke it decisively in May. So now it's trying to find direction and stabilize at the 100 day, but again, like the daily setup, it's like, okay, if you get like a firm breakdown, well, then it's really going to start to put it into space on the downside, right? On the opposite side, if it has like a nice bounce and it starts to push through 750, well, there's room on the upside as well. So daily chart looks interesting. The weekly chart looks interesting. Lately, or at least this year, like the deliveries have been pretty volatile. And looking ahead to the July 8th expiration straddle, they're pricing at about 60 points. So, options are expecting a pretty big move over the next 5 to 6 sessions. So, this is something to me that I think both from like a movement wise, but also kind of like a sentiment wise, could be kind of telling. So I'm going to be paying close attention to this one. All right, and like Saturday or Sunday. I mean, if they stick to like the recent time frame, like that's when I would be expecting deliveries. Some people have been speculating that it could come out on Friday, but I think that might be a lower probability scenario. So I think option wise, you'd have to go out through July 8th to capture the deliveries. Okay, so we'll see, but I think it could be both market moving, and I think it could really kind of like set the tone ahead of like the start of earnings, which are just around the corner. Okay, so if you like this video and you're looking for more information about trading events and earnings with options, please follow up with the link in the description of the video for more information on options to play. Have a great night. Stay well, and I will talk to you